Yes, people, Manscaped is back, but this time it's not for below the belt grooming. Manscaped brings to you the Beard Hedger, the best product on the market when it comes to beard trimmers. The Beard Hedger is unique due to its number of radiant settings. As someone who's purchased this, I won't turn to any other beard trimmer. Check it out for yourself at manscaped.com. And don't forget to use code FTM20 to get 20% off of this product.
Yes, morning, people. The international break. Don't we all love it? No, we don't. I bet you were all buzzing last night watching that England game, weren't you? What a disaster. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the injury news to Bukayo Saka. Yes, Bukayo Saka hobbled off last night in the second half. Isn't it delightful to see Bukayo Saka getting minutes for England again and again and again? Look, the guy is going to break at one point, and it looks like it has finally happened. Maybe Arsenal have overplayed him, but England certainly have as well. And last night in the second half, we're going to talk about his injury and what that looks like. We're also going to talk about some of the other Arsenal players that featured last night in one or two of the international games. And some good news for those as well. Some interesting news potentially on two players wanted by clubs. Of course, one of them we all know is William Saliba. The other one we're going to reveal as well. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the performances individually and then get a bit of an understanding of what's actually going to be happening with Arsenal moving forward with these injuries. Because for me, we need to now start to be brutal and ruthless when it comes thick and fast to these games. That, let's be real, Arsenal are actually going to be going through another period of fixture pile-up. We need all of our players fit. And with Saka's injury, it ain't looking good. So let's move forward. Do me a favor, people, hit the like button if you haven't done so already, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you have, then make sure you hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already. Make sure, though, that you do hit subscribe, because that is the most important button, along with the like. Both of those buttons are free. You don't have to pay anything at all. All you need to do is click. This is free content for you. So the minimum that I ask is that you just hit those two buttons for me. Then we're all good. If you are in the live chat, all you need to do is come out of the live chat, hit like and subscribe. It's free. And then just come back into the live chat and crack on. Good morning to everyone that is in the live chat. Morning to those that are on catch up. Morning to Vinny, Steve, Bruno, John, Suj, James, Richie, Niffin. Good to see you again, mate. And Robin. Make sure that every single one of you have done me a favor and hit that like and subscribe. Listen, if you do want to go check Manscaped out, you can see the video there. We are with the Beard Hedger at the moment. There is a new product coming to 12th Man that you guys can be part of with a discount code. Use the code FTM20. You will get 20% off of the Beard Hedger. All you need to go is to manscaped.com. Go and check out FTM20 as the code, the Beard Hedger. And it's Christmas is coming, people. Make sure you go and get yourself, or your dad, or your uncle, or your cousin, or your brother, some beard trimmers that they will love forever. Manscaped is number one out there for male grooming. We all know this. So make sure you go and check it out, peeps. Okay, we'll come to Saka's injury in a minute, but let's talk about some of the positives from the night. There has been some. First of all, a little bit of transfer news. Now, we knew yesterday that William Saliba was linked with a move away to Real Madrid. Madrid have said that he is the number one target for them. A lot of Arsenal fans are getting very nervous about it. Now, I went through yesterday his attributes. I went through why it's important to keep him. I went through how Arsenal need to keep him and what they need to do to keep him. Obviously, we're talking about wages a week, which is going to have to be put up doubly to what he's on now, or close to double to what he's on now, which is just under 200k. That needs to be put to 350 at the bare minimum. And we need to win trophies. And I think we need to win this season. I think we need to win a Premier League, a Champions League, or trophies this season to keep Saliba convinced. Now, Saliba's done interviews with a lot of the press to say that he is happy at Arsenal. He's staying at Arsenal and he wants to become a legend here. But I have heard that before from Fabregas, from Van Persie, from Jack Wilshere, Aaron Ramsey, Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil. They've all said they want to stay here and become a legend, and it hasn't always been the case. Some of them have left. Some of them have stated that the ambition did not match theirs. If the club's ambition to win trophies matches Saliba's, I think we will keep him. But we need to be aware and kind of accept that one day he will go to Real Madrid. Let's just hope he's in his late 20s when he does it and not his early 20s. I will say this. If we get to the end of the season and William Saliba has said that he does not want to sign a new contract to Arsenal, we might have to consider selling him. Otherwise, we could lose him for a minimal fee or on a free. If he says this season, look, I'm not signing an extension, I want to keep my contract till 2027, well, that's 2 years. sorry, mate, we've got to either sell you this summer for 150 million or you go for 70 the following year. I would rather get the money and actually look at building the squad with it. We don't want to be in a Liverpool situation, people. We don't want to be in a scenario where Trent Alexander-Arnold's in. We don't want to be in the scenario that Salah and Van Dijk are in. Trent at the moment can just say to Liverpool, I'm going Real Madrid on a free. Sorry. That is not what I want to be putting in terms of the position of Saliba. We need to tie this guy down. We really do. So, look, give him what he wants. Win a trophy. Saliba's an Arsenal player. It really is that simple, in my opinion. So that's Saliba. Look, there's a lot of rumours. They will continue. And the international break, this happens. During the Spurs games, City games, there was no talk about Real Madrid and Saliba. But now it's international break. What we're going to talk about, Real Madrid once said they like Saliba. Let's say that he's the number one target. It could be rumours. However, it doesn't look like it is. It looks like it's going to be happening this summer. Real Madrid are interested. And we've got to keep them away. Another player that's linked with a move away is, of course, Jorginho, linked with Saudi Arabian move today. Now, apparently Fabrizio Romano has been speaking to Court Offside, and he's suggested that both Saliba and Jorginho are happy at Arsenal and they do not want to concentrate on anything past this season. Now, of course, that's a really sensible answer, but Jorginho has actually been rumoured to be linked with a coaching role after his contract expires. Now, it might be that we keep Jorginho for another year. He's actually played a few games already. Partey is not the most of injury-free players. He does have an injury and likes to be an injury-prone player, it seems, at Arsenal. Jorginho, however, is one that can be backup, and Rice is a backup for the 8 position. In my opinion, he's a starter for 6. So it looks for me that if Jorginho was to be offered a year extension, I think we'd keep him. And I think that's sensible. Look, if he wants to be a playing coach or a coaching role, I'll be more than happy. Everybody that you speak to loves Jorginho around the dressing room. His experience, his knowledge of the game, his intelligence, all have been pointing towards a coaching role and a manager one day. So, you know, when they do them questions like, who do you think's got the worst dress sense? Who do you think's got the best taste in music? They always are, who could be a manager in the current crop of players? They all say Jorginho. So, look, he's going to get a coaching role, I believe, at Arsenal. And I'd be happy with that. So we'll see what happens with Jorginho. But Saudi Arabian clubs are interested. Obviously, he's a free transfer in the summer, as is Thomas Partey. What are they both going to do with those two? Well, I think they might actually offer them both a new contract, if I'm honest, and just give them a 1-year deal. That's what I think could actually happen, because otherwise you're going to have to spend a lot of money on Partey and Jorginho replacements, because you've got to go and get 2. So we're potentially going to have to go and spend money on somebody like Tchouaméni or somebody like De Jong or Bruno or Barella or not Zubimendi. What's his name? I've forgotten his name now. Who I was linked with. Anyway, basically a big number 6, and then a backup number 6 as well. So I don't think that we're going to be selling them both. I actually don't. I think one of them will potentially stay, and it could be that it's both of them, if I'm honest. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Leo. Goal and assist last night against Italy. Fantastic performance. He, at the moment, his own words, it's the best time of his footballing career. He has been phenomenal. And if I'm honest with you, last night I was with yesterday afternoon, actually, I was with Troops and DG, and we spoke on Troops channel about who we think has been January's transfer, the best January transfer. We came to the conclusion that it was probably Aubameyang. Arshavin was mentioned. But I'd put this guy forward because I really think he's been underappreciated about how good he's been. I honestly do. I think Trossard's been phenomenal. In January, we signed him and I thought that could be a good player. Never did I believe that it would be this good. We've got him at the absolute perfect time. He's been the best part of his career, his words, and long may it continue. He's one of Belgium's best players. He's creative. He scores goals. Again, last night, goal and assist. And for Arsenal, he's doing the same. Been asked to play in a number of positions at Arsenal, a false 9 position, a number 10 position, a number 8 position, and a left wing position. I've seen him on the right as well. He is a player I appreciate. And do you know what? I really like watching him. Some people have said that he's our best player. A lot of people have said he's our best player, Arsenal's best player. Some people believe it's Ødegaard, Saka, Saliba, the list goes on. But for me, I can understand why he's mentioned in that bracket. He is phenomenal. And he's a player I love. And I have a lot of respect for him. He never moans. He gets on with it. Doesn't matter if he's starting. Doesn't matter if he's on the bench. He has been superb. So, big fan. Obviously, Calafiori played as well. I have to mention that. He was against Trossard for Italy. in what was a really good start for them, to be fair. And then Belgium obviously come back into it. So, look, good performances from both. Both of them both played well. Trossard goal and assist, and we're all happy. Gabriel played for Brazil. Gabriel Martinelli actually did come off from the bench apparently as well, but Gabriel was man of the match. He had an absolute stormer. And at the moment, I've got to say, it's probably one of Brazil's best players. I've got to say, I don't think Brazil's squad at the moment is what it should be and what it used to be. If you look at the Brazil of 98 to 2006, you had the likes of Lucio at the back. You had Milson, you had Edison, you had Emerson in the middle, Denilson, you had Rivaldo, R9, Romario, Ronaldinho. And then it moved, didn't it, a little bit towards where you had Adriano up front, you had Neymar on the wing, we've had Casemiro in the middle. But my goodness, what has happened at the moment? Because other than Alisson and Edison, who are two of the best goalkeepers, who have they actually got? Do you know what I mean? Like, where is the replacement for Cafu and Roberto Carlos? Where's the Lucio replacement? Maybe it's Gabriel. Where is Rivaldo? Where is R9? Where is Ronaldinho? Honestly, Brazil have gone really downhill. And I just think it's a talent pool in general. Like, I look at the top 5 fullbacks ever. None of them are of this era. Like, Kyle Walker would get nowhere near Cafu and Philipp Lahm and Zanetti. Gary Neville is another one who I have to say and put up there. Look at the left back scenario: Paolo Maldini, Roberto Carlos, Ashley Cole. Where are they now? I couldn't even name the top 5 left backs in the world right now. Who the hell are they? I'm struggling, people. Who is it? Alphonso Davies, and then where do we go from there? Like, real talk, it is poor. There ain't no left backs about. Crazy. I think the talent pool has gone right down, in my opinion, right down. So look, that's the way I see it. It's just crazy. Let's get to it, people. Last night, England were a shambles. There is nothing else to say. Lee Carsley got it all wrong. Rolling back the years of trying to force every best player on the field at the same time with no cohesion, no understanding, and no delivery whatsoever. There was no togetherness. There was no understanding of where we were, how we were trying to play. It was a shambles. It was a shambles, I've got to say. So, look, I'm really not feeling it, if I'm honest, last night. It was like rolling back to Southgate, but worse. And if I'm honest with you, the worst bit of news was that Bukayo Saka got an injury. We don't know how bad it is. Lee Carsley said after the game, we are assessing what Saka has done. It looks like a hamstring injury. We don't know how bad it is. We will find out very soon. Now, there's one thing for certain. He won't be playing in Sunday's game against Finland. That's for sure. But what is going to be happening with Bukayo Saka? How long is he out for? Now, we know this kid comes back and comes back and comes back and just keeps fighting. But there is a time where you just need to give the kid a rest and allow him to recover. And hopefully now he can get that time. If it's a hamstring strain and he could be good for Sunday, you just rest him anyway. Get him fully fit. Get him back to Arsenal. Send him back home. And we can then go and look after him and get him fit for, well, Bournemouth, Shakhtar and Liverpool, which is our next 3 games. That's what I'm hoping. If he's out for 5-6 weeks, I'll be devastated. I'll be absolutely devastated because that is just not what we need on top of Ødegaard. Ødegaard and Saka are our most creative players. If we're going to start the season, we're not only just in October, by the way, and we're getting this. Come on. Like, let's be real. We need to be looking at this in a better way and a better light. We need to be looking at how we can be more ruthless and play dark arts. I think Saka and Rice should have both said, got a little bit of a hamstring strain here. I'm not quite ready to play both games, Lee. Now, I know it's hard because you want to play every single game of football when you're young. You want to play all ex-footballers will tell you, nonsense, they ain't got enough games. I wanted to play every day if I could. But your body is your body, right? Your body will break. You can't play every game and every single minute of every game. You just can't nowadays. There's too many fixtures. Your body says no to it. No matter how professionally trained you are, no matter how fit you are as an athlete, your body will say, give me a rest just for a couple of days, please. No, we go again. And then soon you'll just go and it will break. And that's what's happened with Bukayo Saka. I don't quite know how it happened. It was during the goal. He was on the floor. He'd obviously pulled up with it. Let's just pray and hope that it's not something serious and that we can get the massage team, the treatment team, all to sort him out so he's fit for the Arsenal game. Let's try and get him fit for that Liverpool game. Doesn't bother me if he misses Bournemouth and Shakhtar Donetsk at home. Let's get him back for Liverpool. We could do Bournemouth away, Shakhtar Donetsk at home without Saka. Let's get them both back. And I'm talking Odegaard as well for that game. I think it might be a little bit too soon, maybe for them both. I think November is when I earmarked Odegaard to be back. And Saka, looking at last night, I think he's probably going to be unavailable for a few. So let's see what happens here. It's going to be frustrating for sure to see Bukayo Saka limping off. It was horrible to see. Every time he went down before that and he got back up and I was like, oh no. Declan Rice the same whenever he was getting kicked. Declan Rice getting a yellow card. Could have got a second booking as well, the way he went in. I thought, oh dear, is he going to get sent off? That'll do me. Get him out for Sunday, get him back here. I was more than happy for that. No, he didn't get a red card. And I should be thinking about this thing. We should not be playing these Nations League games. It is crazy. No one gives a damn about it. No one cares about Nations League. Nobody wants England to win the Nations League to celebrate it. No one's going to go down party the streets like we would if we won the Euros or the World Cup. No one's going to do that. Nobody cares for any tournament if it is not a summer tournament, i.e. the Euros or the World Cup. Nobody cares about friendlies. Nobody cares about Nations League. The only ones you care about is qualifiers and tournaments. That is it. And some people don't even care about qualifiers because let's be real, the teams that we play, we should be easily beating the qualifying game. We should be beating Liechtenstein, San Marino. We should be able to play players like Bowen, Eze, Colwell, Watkins, Palmer, Kobe Mainu, Angel Gomez. All those players should be playing in those friendlies, in my opinion, and those international games. It should be an experiment about who's coming through next. We know our 11, who's coming through next. And Lee Carsley, by the way, let's just talk about the game. It was a shambles. There was nothing about that game that made me feel like England were moving places. We had some of the best talent in current world football on that pitch, and you wouldn't know it. He decided to play with no striker. Absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. How can you go through a game like that and go, right, I'm going to just put them all in and just see how we get on? What? Everybody knows the best front six that we can have is Rice and Bellingham, Foden in the 10, Palmer and Saka either side of Kane. Now, if Kane's out, you just play the team I've just suggested and put Ollie Watkins up top. But this guy is trying to force them all in and going, right, Bellingham can play up top so that Palmer and Foden can play in 2 10s. Saka can go one side, Gordon the other, and then we'll have Rice just sitting there on his own. It was no cohesion, no understanding, playing players in positions that they're trying to be forced to. Foden, awful. Bellingham, good goal, but didn't do much else other than silky bits of skill. Rice wasn't good enough. Palmer, awful. Saka got injured. At the back, that Colwell, gee, my word, what was he doing? Stones and Colwell. That is not a partnership I want to see again. That was absolutely abysmal defending. And Pickford in the first few minutes was flapping at everything. And then you've got the 2 fullbacks who, let's be real, Rico Lewis, he plays a little bit of everywhere. I can understand why he's playing them there at the moment. As I say, no left back. Who is the England left back? Don't tell me Shaw because he's injured all the time. Don't tell me Ben Chilwell. Should be Tariq Mitchell, really. Let's be real. Should be. He's been the best left back in the last 3 seasons that England have had and the most fit and consistent. Right back, obviously, Trent, which was finally good to see, but I didn't think he was phenomenal in terms of his defending. Look, it was a game that I don't really want to repeat, and unfortunately, we're going to have to on Sunday, and I'm going to struggle to watch it, if I'm honest with you. It was that bad. There is nothing about that game that I thought was impressive, that I thought was, okay, fair play, you could see what he's trying to do. Lee Carsley was basically doing what we used to do years ago, and that's play Gerrard, Lampard and Scholes together. And instead of having Scholes in the base and Gerrard and Lampard, we used to play Gerrard and Lampard, Scholes on the left. What the hell was going on there? And we're rolling back the years, people. That's what we're doing again. You either do one or two things. You say, right, the best left winger that England have is Gordon. We're playing him there. The best right winger we have is Saka. We're playing him there. The best attacking midfielder we have is Foden, Palmer, Bellingham. We're playing one of them there. The other one can drop deep. The only one that can drop deep is Bellingham. So you either play Palmer or Foden in the 10, or you put Saka left and Palmer right. If you don't want to start shoveling it round at all, you have to pick the best players on form right now. And it's Saka right wing, Palmer in the 10, Gordon at the left, Rice and Bellingham. And Foden misses out. Sorry, I know Man City fans won't like that, but for England, he's been abysmal. So he's the one who drops out, and you can bring Foden on. Up top, Harry Kane. If he's injured, it's Ollie Watkins. If he's injured, it's Dominic Solanke. You know, this is what we need to be doing now. We can't be just not playing a striker if Kane's not fit. It's just ridiculous. Now, Greece, they deserve a round of applause because they were superb. Now, yes, they capitalised on England's bad defending, but don't take anything away from what Greece did because they put the ball in the back of the net 4 times. 3 of them were ruled out for offside. 5 times, actually. Like, it's a shambles. Let's be real. Absolute shambles of defending. But from what Greece were doing, they were playing some nice stuff. I thought they were causing some problems. They need to learn to be onside. But if I'm honest with you, I was really impressed with what we saw from them. I thought they were really good. And if I'm honest, some of the balls they were threading through were cutting England apart. Yeah, they were good on the counter-attack too. England couldn't get the ball. They weren't playing well. They were passing it round, but nothing with real any threat. There was no set pieces I liked, and we've got great set piece takers there. Palmer, Trent, the list goes on. But none of them were good enough. I thought everybody was quiet. I didn't think anybody had an amazing game for England. I think the best England team right now, when everybody is fit, I think Aaron Ramsdale's a better goalkeeper than Jordan Pickford. I've thought that for a long time. Obviously, we understand why Southgate trusted Pickford because he didn't let him down. But I would be putting Ramsdale in goal. Now, people think Ramsdale makes mistakes. Trust me, so does Pickford, and he makes them just as bad. I mean, look at the state of him yesterday. Absolute embarrassment. So for me, you just play the one who's not making mistakes. Right back, Trent. Left back for me, at the moment, it's either Joe Gomez, Rico Lewis, or Tariq Mitchell. Centre backs, the pairing I would go with is John Stones and Mark Guehi. In midfield, it has to be Rice, Bellingham, and Foden for me. Then you go with Saka and Palmer and Kane. And then you bring on players. You bring on Madueke, you bring on Eze, you bring on Bowen. Up top, you can bring on Watkins or Solanke. You've obviously in midfield got Kobe Mainu or Angel Gomez, who's getting a play at the moment and doing very, very well from what I can hear. You've also got Adam Wharton to back up for Declan Rice now, a proper holding midfielder. At the back, you've got a lot of England centre-backs that look pretty decent. Obviously, Colwell's come into the mix. You've got Jared Branthwaite, who's still there, who needs to be picked and gets more games, in my opinion. And then obviously at fullback, you've got the likes of Kyle Walker and Kieran Trippier that are still there. But for me, I think it might be time to upgrade on that position now. Start with Trent and then Reece James, if he is fit, I think gets the nod. Ben White, it would be, but he doesn't seem to want to play for England for whatever reason. And then obviously we've got in goal, I think Ramsdale, Pickford, Pope, Dean Henderson, Sam Johnston. They're the sort of goalkeepers at the moment I think that England are looking at. So England have got a good squad. There's no more excuses about, England are trying to pick from a bad bunch here. I remember on the Capello days, other than Gerrard, Lampard and Rooney, we were actually quite struggling. It was like Ashley Young and Stuart Downing and Chris Smalling and Phil Jones at the back, Gary Cahill and players like that. It was getting to the stage where Terry and Lampard and Cole and Gerrard, they were all getting towards the stage of might be retiring soon. They didn't last many years after that. If you look back now, you think, Gerrard come to 2013 and he was last sort of years with Liverpool to try and win the league before he retired. And that's where we were kind of at. So other than Rooney, we were like, where are we here? Like, what's actually happening? Now, actually, one of the best squads we can pick for, particularly in attacking midfield. The areas I've got problems with are the fullback areas and the centre-back areas, the goalkeeping area and the striker area. Because other than Kane, do you have anyone you trust? Because look at the England strikers we used to have. And I'm talking the 90s and 2000s. In the 90s, we had Shearer and Sheringham. We had Letizia, Fowler, Ian Wright, Andy Cole. And then we got to the 2000s and we had Rooney, Owen, Shearer, Sheringham. And then we had, on top of that, Emma Wesky, Peter Crouch, Jermaine Defoe. Who else was there? Agbon Lahore, Darren Bent. Who else was there? There's got to be more than that I've forgotten. Obviously Fowler. Loads. Where are they now? If it's not Kane, it's Watkins. If it ain't Watkins, it's Solanke. Tony won't be picked anymore. She's gone to Saudi Arabia. So what happens then? Tammy Abraham? Like, who comes through? Eddie Nketiah? Like, we're really struggling. We're really struggling. Where's it all gone? Where's the talent pool? Where's the left backs? Years ago, it was Phil Neville and Stuart Pearce. Then it was Ashley Cole, who come into the mix, who was phenomenal, by the way. Absolutely outstanding. Where's it all gone now? Where's our 5 fullbacks that gets to that level? We ain't got it, mate. Shaw, Chilwell, Mitchell, Rico Lewis, Joe Gomez. Are they that level? No. No, they're not. Liam Delap's a good shout. I'd actually call Liam Delap up. People might laugh, but he gives us something different. He's an absolute unit. He gives us the Harry Kane backup. Watkins, I like in front of goal, but he's awful with his back in front of goal. I mean, last night he ballooned over the bar again. His finishing he's not as clinical as people give him credit for, by the way. Yeah. I've not looked at Ollie Watkins in the same way since he's been missing the chances I've been seeing him. I think when you play well or like your stats are good, your eyes are all on him. I've seen him miss sitters for England. I've seen him miss sitters for Villa. I saw him miss sitters against Arsenal. The guy can really miss chances. So, look, England are in a position, in my opinion, right now, where they have all the gear but no idea. And I personally feel like they need to just get the best manager now. And that's what I want to end on. Is Lee Carsley the right man for England? Well, look, he's played really well, managed well for the under-21s. Apparently, he's been highly rated. They like his style of play. And already, we have started to look more attacking than Gareth Southgate. Right? It wasn't hard, but we have. Against Ireland in the friendly that we played, in the other game, I can't remember who it was now, we played in a friendly that we beat. It was comfortable. It was more attacking. For me, personally, I feel like we need to get a manager in that knows what he's doing. And he has experience. Doesn't bother me whether they're English or foreign. I don't care whether it's somebody coming in now like Allegri. I don't care if it's someone coming in now like Tuchel. I don't care if it's someone coming in now that's brilliant like Klopp or Pep. Doesn't bother me. If it's an England manager at the moment, out of the ones available, I'd rather it be Eddie Howe or Graham Potter. They're the only two that I'd take that are English. If it was me, I'd do all I can to go and get Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, Simone Inzaghi, Diego Simeone, Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp. I'd go and get somebody that knows how to win tournaments and get us across the line. I kind of have always wanted Jose Mourinho at England because he's just a winner. He's a tournament winner. And with that side, he'd know how to get us across the line. So that's where I'm at. Some people don't want him because they hate the manager. So what? Stop loving the manager because you're a Chelsea fan. I hate him because he managed Arsenal once. I hate him, an Arsenal fan. And I can't stand Mourinho because he managed Tottenham once, and Chelsea once, and United once. Who cares? If he wins the World Cup with England, I wouldn't give a damn what his previous CV says. If your CV says I win stuff, let's have you. That's what Manchester United should be doing right now. They should be going up to Tuchel and saying, you win stuff, don't you, mate? Come on then. Diego Simeone, you win stuff. Come on then. Conte, Mourinho, go and win something now. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, I'll give you 250 million in the summer. You got to deliver me a trophy. Ten Hag can do it. So can you. That's what needs to happen. Same with Mourinho. Yeah, he's old school now. Him and Conte, they don't win stuff anymore, apparently. Well, trust me. If I had to put money on someone to win the Europa League, I'd put it on Fenerbahce ahead of some of the others because they got Jose and he knows how to win that competition. And he knows how to win in Europe. That's all I'm saying. Let's do a super chat. Where are we? This is from Suj. Of course it is. Absolute legend you are, bro. There's over 200 people watching. There's over 300 people watching now. Hit the like and subscribe. It's free and appreciation of the content Dan provides daily. Thank you so much, my bro. I really appreciate that. Yes, it is free content. There's two things you can do for free for me. Like and subscribe. There's 334 people exactly in the house. Let me give you a nice 350 now. There's only 94 of you that hit the like button. Come on, man. 94 people. Is that all I'm worth? Come on, please. This is free content. If you enjoy what I do, then please make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe. The only two buttons you've got to hit: like, subscribe. Like, subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything at all. We've just hit over 100 likes now. People are listening. Keep that up, people. We want to try and get to 200 likes this stream. In fact, we want to get to 300 this stream. Let's see if we can get to 300 likes this stream. If you're watching on catch up and it's not at 300, make sure you hit the like button. If it's over 300, let's get it up to 400 people. Come on. Big up to every single one of you for being here as ever. Make sure you do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe, and make sure you check out Manscaped. Manscaped are delivering as ever. They're showing us some love, so that means we have to show them some love, right? Go over to manscaped.com, get your beard trimmers for your dad, your brother, your uncle, or for yourself, or for a birthday treat, or whatever you need. Make sure you are going over there and using the code FTM20 for 20% off of the Beard Hedger. Go and get the Beard Hedger, the only beard trimmer that you need, and you'll find that it's an unbelievable price at the moment. So please make sure you do that. How many of you have run out of beard trimmers? How many of you have got your beard trimmers and the battery's still dying, but you're just, no, I'm going to keep going. No, I'm going to keep going with it. Just get the new one. Make sure you sort out a new one. Your beard trimmers are important. I've got mine. They're phenomenal. Manscaped's where it's at. So please make sure you go to manscaped.com, select the Beard Hedger, use the code FTM20. You'll get 20% off. Big up to every single one of you. We'll be back later on. Now at 2 p.m. I got my times wrong yesterday. 2 p.m. I was actually on Troops' show yesterday, not Curtis, but it's Curtis Shaw TV today, people. 2 p.m. me and Curtis on Curtis Shaw TV, talking all things Arsenal. Let's see you over there. Big up to all of you. I'll be back later on this channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell to let you know when I'm going live. Make sure you hit like and subscribe as well. And we're out of here, people. Take care. Have a good day. And I'll see you at 2 p.m. over on Curtis Shaw TV. Big up.
Yes, people, Manscaped is back. But this time, it's not for below the belt grooming. Manscaped brings to you the Beard Hedger, the best product on the market when it comes to beard trimmers. The Beard Hedger is unique due to its number of gradient settings. As someone who's purchased this, I won't turn to any other beard trimmer. Check it out for yourself at manscaped.com. And don't forget to use code FTM20 to get 20% off of this product.